Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Monday, July 27th. You'll be interested to know. 73 years ago, today, in 1953, armistice agreements halted active hostilities on the Korean Peninsula, bringing a hard-won pause and allowing prisoners to be exchanged and front lines to stabilize. This armistice established a ceasefire line and demilitarized zone that created space for humanitarian relief, set a framework for diplomacy, and marked a milestone in achieving an uneasy peace. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Monday at Ocean Beach. This morning, it's looking 3 to 5 feet with choppy conditions. Winds are onshore at 14 miles per hour and will increase slightly throughout the day. Expect consistent 3 to 5 feet waves all day, with winds shifting to 17 miles per hour by 3 p.m. Best time to ride is at 10 a.m. with a 4-foot incoming high tide, when the southwest swell is 2 feet at 18 seconds, and the onshore wind is 13 miles per hour. The first high tide on Monday will be 4.5 feet at 12:30 p.m., followed by a 3.5-foot low tide at 4:45. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 59 degrees for the water temperature. Expect 2 to 4 feet of fair surf on Tuesday, but choppy conditions will develop as winds pick up throughout the day. Wednesday maintains the same size with fair conditions in the morning, transitioning to choppy by afternoon, peaking at 4 to 6 feet later on. Thursday sees a slight drop to 3 to 5 feet, with fair conditions early but choppy surf in the afternoon. This morning, it's partly sunny and it feels like 58 degrees, with 13 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:23, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:10. It looks like we're in for a mostly sunny day with a high near 62 and a breezy west-northwest wind around 16 miles per hour, gusting up to 24. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 69. Tonight, expect partly cloudy skies with a low around 58 and a moderate west-northwest breeze around 16 miles per hour, gusting up to 24. Looking ahead in the weather. This morning, it's partly sunny and it feels like 58 degrees with 13 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:23 and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:10. It looks like we're in for some mostly cloudy skies today with a high around 60 and a mild breeze. Tonight, expect continued mostly cloudy conditions with a low of 56 and light winds picking up a bit. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, in Cooperstown, New York, former Giant Jeff Kent gave a heartfelt 15-minute Hall of Fame speech filled with emotion where he openly sobbed and wept. Afterwards, he shared his journey from a tough player to a sensitive, soft-hearted, and humbled 58-year-old who now fully embraces baseball history. Reflecting on his recent election to the Hall of Fame on December 7th, Kent acknowledged the profound emotional changes he has experienced since then. This transformation marks a significant contrast to his hard-nosed playing days, when he was solely focused on the game. Now on to sports. Marlins dropped their 12th straight game, creating franchise history as they eye the upcoming trade deadline. The struggling Miami Marlins, who recently held playoff hopes after a 20-6 record in June, have sharply declined in July. This losing streak marks the longest in Major League Baseball this season, matching the New York Mets. Marlins manager Clayton McCullough stated, "We're going to meet this head-on," adding that the team must take responsibility for their situation. They recently fell to 52-54, trailing the Atlanta Braves by 10.5 games. As they prepare for a series against the Philadelphia Phillies, trade rumors swirl around pitchers Max Meyer, Yuri Perez, and catcher Liam Hicks. In local sports, the Giants fell to the Angels 4-3 yesterday at Oracle Park, and the story isn't just the loss, it's how it ended. With the tying run on second in the 9th, home plate ump Hunter Wendelstedt rang up Heliot Ramos on a pitch that looked well inside. San Francisco had no challenges left after Willy Adames burned the final one earlier in the inning. It's a reminder of how poorly this team's managed its challenge system down the stretch. Tonight they get a chance to bounce back. The Giants host Milwaukee at Oracle Park at 6:45, with Tyler Mull on the mound against Brandon Sproat. San Francisco has been rough lately, just 4 wins in their last 10, but there's room for optimism here. The Brewers have won 3 of their last 5, so this is a matchup where the home crowd at Oracle could make a difference. Meanwhile, the Warriors' LeBron James pursuit is officially over. LeBron is heading to Philadelphia, which opens the door for Draymond Green's return. Green is expected to sign a new deal and anchor the defense next season. With extended absences for Jimmy Butler and Moses Moody, Steph Curry is going to need Green's veteran presence more than ever. In top news, Colorado River reservoirs have reached record lows as the Trump administration threatens major cuts. A worsening water crisis in the western United States has stalled progress, leaving potential solutions dwindling. Lake Mead and Lake Powell, the nation's 2 largest reservoirs, are at their lowest levels on record. 7 states are in disagreement over how to share the rapidly shrinking water supply. Kelly Shannon McNeil of LA Waterkeeper stated that lower basin states have reduced their usage by nearly 20% since 2015. In contrast, upper basin states have increased their usage, citing affordability issues. The Trump administration may impose sweeping cuts after years of failed negotiations. California, Arizona, and Nevada have proposed reducing their usage by about 1,600,000 acre-feet per year. However, federal officials are considering cuts nearly double that amount. Such cuts would likely increase costs for cities, impose tighter restrictions on outdoor water, and significantly impact farmers. McNeil urged residents to contact their elected representatives to push for agreements. A warming climate has resulted in diminished snowpack and less snowmelt for the river each spring. If water levels in Lake Powell drop another 33 feet, hydroelectric power generation will cease. With both reservoirs below 30% capacity, timely decisions are crucial for residents. In business news, Moody's Ratings warns that unprecedented artificial intelligence spending is threatening the credit quality of major companies like Amazon, Meta, and Alphabet. The research note highlights that this spending surge is forcing even cash-rich corporations to rely heavily on debt and stock sales to fund their artificial intelligence initiatives. Moody's states that the transition to asset-heavy models necessitates unprecedented levels of investment in capital raising. Capital expenditures are projected to reach $785 billion in 2026, nearing $1 trillion next year. Despite these risks, companies like Microsoft and Alphabet maintain some of the strongest corporate balance sheets globally. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is down 5% to about $64,000. Ethereum is down 5% to just under $1,900. and XRP is down 23% to $1.10. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Are brainwaves the next unlock for physical artificial intelligence? The frontier of physical artificial intelligence unfolds in a warehouse in San Leandro, California. This space houses Ncord, a company developing data tools for training artificial intelligence models. Androsija, a pilot for the company, is meticulously disassembling a tower while wearing a headset that tracks his brain waves. Ncord aims to create a brain wave tag data set to enhance robotic training performance. Lucas Girk, a supervising neuroscientist, notes that brain activity can guide model builders on when to use high-effort models. Vineet Velmurugan, Ncord's head of robot learning, emphasizes the importance of generating the necessary training data. And in entertainment news, Netflix is set to debut a new 6-part British crime miniseries titled The Bombing of Pan Am 103 on July 30th. This gripping series recounts the devastating events surrounding the December 21st, 1988 terrorist attack that killed 269 people. Based on testimonies from witnesses, it explores the profound impact on families and a small town caught in the tragedy. Co-created by Jonathan Lee and Adam Moraine Griffiths, the series features actors such as Connor Swindells and Patrick J. Adams. Stay tuned to Collider for more updates on this highly anticipated release. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American historian and author, Will Durant. And he said, "Civilization is not inherited. It has to be learned and earned by each generation anew. If the transmission should be interrupted for 1 century, civilization would die, and we should be savages again." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach.